Hello, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Ellie Pai Hong. 30 million. That's the number of words that children in affluent homes are exposed to more than children from low-income homes. There's an organization trying to level the playing field and erase that discrepancy. That organization is Family Focus. We have Carolyn Nopar with us. She's Director of Development for Family Focus. Carolyn, great to have you here.
Thank you.
That is a huge number, an astounding number. And later down the road, as these kids grow up, that's a key marker for a lot of things.
Absolutely. When children are delayed, and that is by age 4, the 30 million is by age 4. So those children are going into kindergarten and into the school system already behind their peers in other communities. As a society, that has a big impact for us because those children, if they're delayed that early in terms of going through school, if there's further delays, those children are far more likely to drop out, far more likely to have children early, get into drugs or other issues.
So obviously, as a society as a whole, it's important to try to help them early so that they don't get to that point.
Absolutely. If children get the supports that they need, they go on to graduate, they get jobs, they maybe go on to higher education, and they become productive members of society, paying into taxes and actually not pulling out resources. So it's really important for us as a society to really support that.
And so your organization does exactly that. You support that, and you start very, very early.
Absolutely. So we have 7 area centers throughout the Chicagoland area. We are local and founded in Chicago. And basically what we do is we begin to work with families before birth. So we have doula programs who work with expectant mothers. Once the children are born, we actually work with those infants to make sure the parents understand how to nurture and care for their children. We go into homes, do home visiting programs to work with them in their home. We're also at the same time making sure those children are hitting developmental milestones. We're looking around for potential signs of abuse and neglect. Our goal is to help support families so that they can get their children off to the best possible start.
And you guys, you mentioned 7 different centers across the Chicago area. You are in the most disadvantaged areas where you have the most impact.
Absolutely. We're in areas like Inglewood, Lawndale. We are in Hermosa with satellites in Cicero. We go as far west as Aurora and as far north as Evanston, and serving the Highwood area.
And not only do you work with young children and their mothers, you actually have a parent university where they kind of have continuing education.
Absolutely. So what we're working with a continuum. So we work with children from birth to get them into school. And then we have youth programs where we're actually in the schools, working on homework, mentoring, working with them STEM. We do chess clubs, robotics clubs, those types of things. And then we go into actually what we call our adult services, which is under the umbrella of Parent University. And this is basically providing supports to parents, whatever they might need in order to keep those families stable. So we want parents to understand how to be better parents, how to nurture and develop their children. We want to make sure that they're getting access to crucial resources such as food, clothing, shelter. We want to make sure that they have access to support systems like peer groups, those types of things, because we know if we can do those things, that these changes are sustainable, that those children will go into school. We can reduce the signs of abuse, neglect, and we can just help families prosper.
How can people help?
Well, we certainly would obviously love any donations, but we also take donations for the holidays, gift drives, holiday gift drives, coat drives, all of those things.
And they can check you out on your website,
Absolutely.
Family Focus. Thanks
Absolutely.
so much for coming by. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
This hour's newsmaker has been Carolyn Nopar. She is Director of Development for Family Focus. I'm Ellie Pai Hong. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time on Comcast Newsmakers.